Alhamdulillah, Rahmatullah to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is Btbtv, where we bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine almighty Allah. And yo, this dude, Brian the Rat Glaze Donor Gibbs, he just called Gerald Prince Miller a babbling buffoon. Nigga, you did all the babbling, bruh. You told on everybody. You told on everybody. You told on Fat Cat. You told on Pappy Mason. You told on the Furtado. You told her Gerald Prince Miller. You told her Supreme. You told her all the niggas from Queens. You told her your brother. You told her D Nice from Brooklyn. Yo, bruh, you probably even told her my brother Shabu B. Allah. Come on, man. You told her Tut. You've been telling, man. You've been telling since telling been telling. And everybody that follows you, Cuba de la Bronx, salute my bro. You know how we do. Yo, you've been telling since telling been telling. Brian the Rat Gibbs, Brian Glaze Donut Gibbs. Let's keep it funky, bruh. Yo, the feds had to smack you or tell you to shut up. You're talking too much. The federal government said they smacked you to shut you up. Like, nah, let us do our job. Let us do our job. But yo, y'all want to hear what he had to say, yo? Listen what he said about Gerald Prince Miller. Hold on one second. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
Anybody else that was out there with the big names? Everybody.
Hold on, here you go, y'all.
People can say what they want to say. Only two people I know during that period of time, between the Supreme team and between, like I'm saying, Fat Cat team. Only two person that I know, probably, okay, cool, like, you know, from that team that didn't cooperate was Gerald Prince Miller and Howard Pappy Mason and Jughead. I don't think Jughead made a deal. But guess what? Anybody else that was out there with the big names? Everybody. Like Leslie Conwell crushed. She came in there and she crushed us. And right now, guess what? She always said she felt that Prince was the most smartest, he had the highest IQ, and she felt he was a dangerous. And the only reason she say that because Leslie just was watching Prince from a distance in court. She saw how he was moving. She saw how he was moving with the other co-defendant and dictating what happened, what don't happen with their lawyers. So he was in charge. So she watched and she see that. She didn't have no direct conversation with Prince. She didn't know how Prince really operated. She just only going by from observation. Had she got a chance to sit down and actually talk to Prince, what she would have found out was Prince was a babbling idiot. And right now is, guess what? Like I say, I cooperated. My co-defendant in that case, Country, my half-brother, and my man Hit. Guess what? They went to trial. They went to trial, and they blew. Guess who didn't testify against them? Brian Glaze Gibbs. And what happened to all my other co-defendants? Why nothing happened to them? But once again, Prince, how many people, like you say, you play chess. And the difference is you are a selfish individual because how many of your co-defendants, like you say, Tuck, Roy, Coleman, Harry Hunt, Shannon, Raymond Robinson, Wilfredo, David Robinson, how many of those guys went down and did over 13 years, 30 years for what? Because if you was a real leader, guess what you would have did? You would let those guys go ahead and plead guilty and get on with their life. But
see, that's what I'm talking about. A rat will always be a rat. If you was a real leader, you would let them guys do their time. Go. You would have took the time for them guys to go with your life. Yo, we all in the game, dog. We all hustling. We all selling drugs. We all shooting niggas. We're doing what we doing. We all got to be away from crimes, man. Why would you want one person to take time for everybody? and not have a life. We all could take time for ourselves and get out in enough time to see our grandkids at least, or make a kid at least. See, Glaze, you was a sucker ass nigga. I read your book. What you said in your book is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you said. You said you would have did the time, but you see other people testifying and cooperating, and they was getting conjugal visits, and you was addicted to sex, so you wanted to get conjugal visits too. So that's why you told. Anybody reads that Brian Glaze Gibbs book, he says it in his book. I didn't even know the nigga was a rat at first. I read his book when I was in the feds. This nigga ratting on everybody. Glaze ratting on everybody. You can't talk about no stand-up man because you wasn't a stand-up man. You don't know what a stand-up man was. You ain't murder no dudes. You murder women. You unalive woman, Brian Glaze, the Rat Gibbs. It wasn't no, you didn't do no, you didn't unalive no dudes. You paid people to do that. Yo, peace to the God, Shabu be Allah. Yo, you ride on A-Team strap because why you had to go to Queens to get money with them niggas if you was getting money in Brooklyn? You wasn't getting no money in Brooklyn. You wasn't no gangster in Brooklyn. You little short, ugly niggas always think y'all gangster, man. Y'all not gangster. Y'all just short, ugly. Y'all shoot a dude before y'all fight a dude. Let's keep it $150, man. I'm tired of you guys so old. Nah, man. You a pork-eating, rat-telling, coward-ass clown, Brian Glaze Gibbs. You want to call her all the rats, but you the biggest rat of them all. You up there with 70 rack of vinyl, nigga. You up there with Alpo. You up there with Frank Lucas. Come on, man. Stop playing with us, man. We don't care what you think about nobody's son. And all you people that follow him, y'all need to stop gobbling rat balls and be stand-up men and women. Because it was your father, your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your sister that he got all that time for. Y'all niggas wouldn't like him. Y'all wouldn't like him. But since they wasn't related to you, relation to you, you don't care. Well, nigga, I care, man. Like I said, welcome home, Gerald Prince Miller. Peace to the God. Brian Glaze Gibbs. You've been a rat. You're always gonna be a rat. You're always gonna testify. You're probably still working with the police right now. You gump ass nigga. You talking about you ratted because you was addicted to sex. So if you didn't rat, what that mean? You would have been in prison messing with them boys, right? You have been slaying them boys, huh? That show how much discipline you got. You would have been in prison slaying boys with beards, nigga. Been sword fighting in prison because you was addicted to sex. That's a mental thing, son. Get over yourself. Yo, it's the King of New Jersey. This is Btbtv. We bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine, almighty Allah. Shout out to Gerald Prince Miller. Brian Glaze Gibbs. Knock it off. Fly rider, always, man. I'm always gonna do real things, man. Yo, these guys, man, be bugging, man. Every time I see something like this, it like irks me, man, because I did prison time. I did prison time for niggas ratting on me, man. I know how that feel. A person's supposed to be like your brother. You know what I'm saying? A person you break bread with. Y'all go shopping. Y'all go to strip clubs. Y'all smash the baddest chicks. You grown coming up, you know what I'm saying? And that's the same person that will stab you in your back. You gonna talk about Pappy said he understood it was all right. Man, ain't no understand. Ain't nothing all right. Silk and satin. Facts. I know he did, man. He murdered innocent women, man. Yo, he murdered innocent women because he couldn't get to their man. That's some sucker shit. You told your brother, you told your brother's best friend he's nice. You told those people you didn't even know. You just put their name out there. The Furtado brothers, you didn't know the Furtado brothers like that. They wasn't dealing with you. They were dealing with Fat Cat. And yeah, Fat Cat's a rat too. But Fat Cat he's still there. So he ain't tell as much as you told. He told to get his mama out and his sister out. You told to get everybody locked up. And Fat Cat's a rat. I don't respect no type of rat nigga. Yo, if my mama got caught in my shit, I'll tell her myself. I'm not putting nobody else on the bus. I'm like, yo, that got nothing to do with my mother. All it's on me. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Man, you was taking the money. You got to sit down with me for a little while. They didn't give you much time. You do 4 or 5 years, but I'm not ratting to nobody because my integrity is what really counts. My integrity is what counts. Brian Glaze Gibbs, you don't got no integrity. You buddy hopping on niggas. You buddy hopping. Come on, man. Fly rider, yeah, facts. If you did anything that's honorable, your name was no good anywhere, bruh. Nigga, I traveled the world with my name. Brian Glaze Gibbs, you hired in Charlotte, North Carolina. You hired in Charlotte, North Carolina. Ask me how I know, son. I'm universal, I'm the God. Nah, but you got yo. I'm gonna tell you something. Silk and satin, but you gotta understand them little short, ugly niggas. They always been jealous of short, ugly, illiterate niggas. He's a short, ugly, illiterate nigga. He can't even pronounce words right. They always been jealous of fine, intelligent niggas. The way he went at me to my boy Bimmy is the same way he going at Prince to everybody else. Jealousy, envy, and hate. Nigga look like the pig he eat. But yo, this is the King of New Jersey. Man, I'm out of here, man. Thanks y'all for coming up, man. I just had to speak on that shit.